Right now, I think we in Biscayne, right? We in Biscayne? That's where we at? We in Biscayne in Florida. The weather is beautiful. The sun is shining. I have on shorts and it's December. It doesn't make any sense. And I have my weaponry. This is my weapons right here. My tools for success. Honestly, bro, I'm just trying to see some art and be inspired. That's really my only goal, to be inspired today by some beautiful art. Anything else that happens is going to be added, but that's really my goal. We're going to the Wynwood district. Apparently that's the art district, where all the lady artists, the lady graffiti. So I'm trying to see something. And I low-key got some markers too, just in case I need to do something. You never know. You just always got to be prepared. I learned that from Karlyle. Like, I feel like I get like high off of experiences, and then from that high, I'm just mad inspired. It's just a really good feeling. I don't even know if I feel like every really successful artist like centers in on that feeling or on that high of experience, so that they're always inspired. You feel me? Like, I feel like the best artists just are continually in that place of inspiration. That's why they could produce so much. So I'm just trying to be in a place where I can be inspired a lot, so that I can produce a lot. Cause there'd be a lot going on in my head, you know. Honestly, the most recent inspiration is Roy Lichtenstein, one of the greats, one of the great painters, and one of the really I think he marks like one of the beginnings of pop art. He just was so, I guess, dynamic, but so simple at the same time, and very clear, you know. So that's the direction I'm trying to go in right now with a lot of the things I do. Dynamic, simple, but very clear, and articulate what the message is. I'm about to go see some art. Some free art, I believe. Free art. You're just gonna walk around and experience art. But in all honesty though, just walking around the city is enough for me. Cause I be high off of the experience of newness. Like the newness of the city, I'm gonna be inspired just from that alone. Just looking at all these palm trees, or whatever kind of trees they are. Like, where am I? Like, I can't wait. I'm mad excited. I don't really express my emotions that well, but I'm very excited. For real, OD. We're coming. I'm on my way. Me and my cousins. One of my cousins, they both live in Florida. Well, are you working? How long are you gonna be working for? Whatever. Okay, true. Say less. Yeah, so we'll just hang out then. Alright. True. So we're coming, I guess. I guess we're not going to Wynwood. I guess we're going to South Beach. But how far is South Beach from Wynwood? I'm about to Google it because y'all playing. This is one of my homies from high school. Another art major. We both love art. She works for the NBA, and they be having her in all these very different exotic locations. So she's working right now, and she's actually not too far. It's only 30 minutes from Wynwood. All of these buildings are white. Y'all got mad sun. Y'all just reflecting everything back. That's crazy. I love it. Did you read the title of this? Zoom into the title. What does it say? It says, "Shut up and dribble, you must not." They did that. I like it. I like it. You see Iverson?
Yeah. I like that they have double NBA.
Way. This look newer. That's all white. This is definitely. Because the people are taping it.
Aaron.
The 100 store, right?
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Two simple questions. Huh? What kind of paint do you use? You use acrylic?
I use for like murals?
Yeah.
I use Bear Marquee.
Yeah. What do you use on canvases?
Canvases.
You can paint on canvas next door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do liquid text.
You use liquid text? Acrylic and acrylic?
Acrylic, liquid text, and then I mix it with water.
And mix it with water?
Yeah, so it's kind of
like spread a little bit.
Yeah.
And last question is, what kind of brush do you recommend using if you go and paint a mural?
This one, and then for the outlining,
right,
it's golden acrylic.
Golden acrylic. Okay.
See how black it is?
Yeah.
Like one coat.
Yeah, I see you're just using one stroke and you're getting the thick coat. Are you mixing that with anything or you just doing it straight?
Straight up.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I see like you have some line here that you didn't fully do. Did you do the lines first and paint over it?
Yeah.
What's the process?
Yeah.
About how long do you think it's going to take?
Not that long, to be honest.
If nobody's interrupting you and talking to you, how long do you think?
We started on yesterday. Wait, what is today? Friday.
It's Friday, yeah.
We started on Thursday. Like Thursday morning. I did the outlines Wednesday night, like the sketch, and then Thursday morning started and then painted from like 9 to 5 yesterday, and then got basically almost done with the colors, and then pulled up at like 4 p.m. actually today, and then just kind of wrapped everything and starting the outline.
Appreciate that. Well, my name's Kahlil. You want to hear about me soon?
What's your name?
Yeah, Kahlil. Yo, I just met Aaron Cairo. Like, it don't even matter what else happened. I just met Aaron Cairo. I got to see one of my favorite artists do his craft, and I got to ask him questions about his craft that I wanted to know for mad long. He could tell me straight up and show me, and he was humble too. I told him, my name is Kahlil, and remember it, because you're going to see me. He was like, what's your name? I said, Kahlil. You're going to see me. He was like, all right, true. So watch when he see me. He gonna be like, oh snap, that was Kahlil. Oh, Kahlil. If I ever see him again somewhere else, he'll be like, oh, Kahlil. True. I told you to see me. You thought I was lying? I love African drums so much. It's fire. It's like the root of everything. Africans love that beat. I love that joint. It's very stylistic, and it's like a template that you can do so much with. It's like he's created a style that has no limit to what he can say to people directly. It's pretty cool. Do I love it? No, but I like the concept a lot. Look at how that's really like that's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint. That's pretty interesting. I'm not sure what I don't like about it, but like the concept is amazing. I'm not sure what I don't. I'm not sure what I'm missing.
responsibility of the artist is to know the time in which he lives. That is very interesting. That's very interesting.
Shepard Fairey is like, I think he has a very interesting career. Because he started his career kind of gimmicky with the Obey that we see everywhere, Andre the Giant. It was kind of gimmicky. He put it on everything until it became something that had perceived power. So as soon as you put it somewhere, then it's valuable. I think he figured like, okay, I'm not even trying anymore. But then what I like about his career is that he just did something completely different. He did the Obama. And then he started creating his own style of blocking, I guess shadowing and silhouettes and turning them into different colors and different tones or whatever, and just making it look so beautiful. And now you can look at that and know that this is the same person that did the Obama just based on the style of that. So I think he's a very like three-dimensional artist. Like he has like a couple of different things that are part of his arsenal. I really like his work over there. Definitely. Like the theme of this looks like something that makes sense. I just love stuff like this. So nice. Thick lines, colors. It's so simple and so clear and so articulate. Greetings from Iraq. Jeez. Enjoy a cheap holiday in other people's misery. Yo, that's crazy. It's mad political. Never knew he was so political. Politically charged. Fire. I feel like, well, obviously, once again, they're referencing one of the greats, Banksy, street artists, but they're doing it in a way that's so appropriate for like the context of street art. It's mad graffiti over here. It's Art Basel. When he pulls back, I forgot what Banksy's one song, what Banksy's one sees, but when he pulls back, he sees a wall of graffiti. That joint is fire. It's so appropriate. And it's so well thought out. I wonder if he did all of the graffiti behind this wall, or if he got other artists to join in. I wonder. Let's lift off.
You're like, I have the perfect place in my drawing room. Easy to crane the one-ton shark in through the window.
Right? Get rid of the chandelier over the dining room table.
Chandelier over the dining room table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There we go.
My trip was lit. You didn't even need to ask the question. This was like the best one-day trip I've ever taken in my life. It was filled with so much goodness. We just did so many things. I woke up, I worked out, I went to the pool, I swam, I relaxed. I met a Rottweiler. I met one of my favorite painters actually, and got some actual tips, like useful tips from him, directly from word to mouth as he's painting. I mean, once that happened, that was pretty much it. Like everything was set. But then we went to the Wynwood walls. Joints was fire. See some Shepherd Ferry, some Kenny Sharp, and then to top it all off, I got like the super like vintage Takashi Murakami book. Yo, this trip was lit. There's really no other word besides lit. I think you guys in Florida would say it was fuego. It was fuego. That was it. It was fue. Nothing else. Just fue. But now I gotta leave though. I'm tight. I think the kind of art that I'm doing is kind of going in a direction that his art is in, which is like very simplistic but very articulate. And what he does that I really like is that he has like a lot of dynamic colors. He uses primaries, which are always dynamic no matter how he uses them. Roy used them, Andy Warhol used them. But he uses the primaries, and he also uses he has a really good understanding of line and how the thickness of line affects how the color is perceived. That's really what I learned from him. His use of line, the thickness, and how it affects the color. Like he can make white look like a strong color, even though white really isn't a strong color. It's pretty lit. And his concept is so simple, and he just be painting waves. It's so simple, but his style is very potent. He can paint anything, and I'll see that's Aaron Carr painted that joint. Because he has a lot of style. It's lit. I'm surprised he's not more famous, I seen, it's actually crazy. So I was at work, and I was designing a boutique, a flagship store for this company. It was called Hip Hop Closet. It's like a urban, high fashion urban gear, kind of like Kith, but not as well known. And in my research while designing that store, I was looking at different stores within that same strain, same vein, like Supreme, and I looked at Hundreds. I'm looking at Hundreds store. I'm like, the mural, the artwork in this store is fire. And I thought that the creator of Hundreds created that because he's also an artist too. When I found that it was this little kid. Well, not a little kid, but at the time he was a lot younger, like a teenager, Aaron Carr. He painted that. And then from there, I was just like, yo, he's nice. But he's not really everywhere. He's not really loud with it. If he was an artist, he would be underground, you feel me? So, but I ended up finding more of his stuff, and I just like, yo, there's something so consistent, clear, and articulate about his work that's undeniable. So I know he's gonna be up there with Cause eventually. Probably just gonna take a lot of more hard work, but yeah, from back in the day, I seen his joint in the Hundreds. I'm just like, that is so dynamic. I need to know who painted this. There's few times when I'm looking at something I need to know where this comes from. I we have Google today, so we could really go hard to find out where it came from. I just was searching, and finally got it. The funniest part was that he had painted something on one of these stores, and we seen it. I'm like, oh snap, that's Aaron Carr painting. And we keep walking. I'm like, oh snap, that's Aaron Carr painting. Oh snap, that's Aaron Carr painting. Oh snap, that's Aaron Carr painting. Pretty funny. Still don't believe it. I'm at Alec. I'm not as much interested in Alec. But yes, I'm at Alec. Alec is cool because once again, he has a very potent style. He could pay anything, and I'll be like, yo, that's Alec. His subject matter is not really interesting to me, and how he composes his work is not, I don't necessarily find it aesthetically pleasing, but that's just me. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But I can definitely see there's merit in like his strategies that he uses to put together his work. So even like one of his, I actually got to talk to him and ask him a question too, because many times he does this thing. It's like the Monopoly Man is his character, just like how Cause uses the companion, he uses the Monopoly Man. So he puts it everywhere. And in one of his Monopoly Men, he put it on mad turntables. He painted on mad turntables, but then he locked it with like a thick layer of. At the time, I was thinking, what is this varnish? Just like, what is this layer? And he was like, he used resin, and I'm pretty sure he flamed it. So I got to see, he got to tell me what his technique was to get his art the way. It was pretty cool. And he was mad. Once again, he was mad down to earth. He was pretty live. Like, he had mad people like wanting to talk to him at that moment, but he actually took a second to step aside and answer my question, which I thought was pretty cool. It's crazy. Yo, Art Basel. But what it, don't be afraid to ask people that you respect deeply, who don't know you, questions. Just do it. I think that's the biggest takeaway. But honestly though, my biggest takeaway is that Takashi Murakami books, that joint is fire. That joint is fire. And like, just like, I think like people should really try to go into environments filled with people doing what they want to do, because it just inspires you to get better at it, what it is that you want to do, with so many different ideas. Because if you really just, if you want to do something and you do it, but you just only do it like by yourself in your crib all the time, like you only listen to your own music, like you're not gonna get as good as you should be. Like there was so much different art out here, yo. Oh my gosh.